Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Hi and welcome to Rainy Dewey's Art Spot. My name is Lorraine, my nickname is Rainy, and you can call me Rainy. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel. This video is titled Balancing Life in Your Art Journey, and it's something I've tried to do for many years. And since I retired in early February, I am not painting as much as I expected to. And I can see the reason why. He's laying next to my feet. He's chewing peacefully on his pink flamingo squeaky toy that incidentally no longer squeaks. That reason is named Tucker. He's a beautiful Labrador Retriever puppy, and he's just over 6 months old now. And he is a new addition to my life who literally came onto the scene on my first official retired day. After my cat Lovey died in mid-December, my house was so quiet and lonely, and so I began thinking about adopting another cat maybe, but Lovey was this special cat-dog combo, and I knew that he could never be replaced with another. And so I began to thinking, I thought, I said, should I get a cat, or should I get a dog, or a cat, or a dog? And I remembered my younger days having dogs and cats and how I wasn't that great of a pet owner back then, and I knew that I wanted to be better no matter which way I chose to go. So I knew that if I adopted a dog, I would need to be committed to, the downside of having a pet, the dog hair, and then these days, I live in a small village now, so these days you have the poop patrol, and so that involves picking up poop and putting it in little bags at times. So I knew that there were things that I really needed to consider before I made any decision. I knew that committing to another animal would mean patiently trying to communicate with this creature who doesn't speak English, and I also knew that there would be a great responsibility in providing for everyday needs. I thought about it all endlessly, and I was prepared for getting a puppy, what getting a puppy would mean, or I thought I was, but I really had no idea, no realistic idea of what it actually meant to get a puppy. I have no regrets, but it has been definitely a test. And so in early February, the day after I retired, I had this explosion that came onto the scene of my life. And Tucker, there's this explosion of pure joy that comes from him, this full-on energy and unadulterated 100% pure love. And so with all that exploding going on in my life, creating art full-time has not materialized the way I envisioned, and right now I'm trying to find some balance. I want to paint and draw and create art and maybe create a masterpiece, whatever that is. But there's this balance that I need to strike between a nose to the grindstone type of creative life that I cannot produce, and a life lived with a great companion while still trying to create art. So I'm searching, and I'm beginning to find that balance, and it involves a lot of things, not just the art. I'm finding a life balance that I've needed for a long time because of Tucker. I'm finding my balance because I have him in my life. My balanced life now involves walking and exercising, which I wasn't very good at maintaining for any length of time in the past. And now that I have Tucker, I'm meeting new people. And I'm throwing the ball over and over and over again to this new friend so that he can chase it. My balanced life begins in the morning over a really delicious hot cup of coffee, and I sit with my devotional and try to listen for God's guidance while Tucker naps. And then after all that, a bit of art hopefully can be done throughout the day, hopefully. As I think about it all, I can see that Tucker has enriched my life in a multitude of ways. First and foremost, my house is no longer quiet, and my bouts of loneliness have become less and less. When Tucker and I walk together, we walk nearly every day, I meet new people. As a walker without a dog, I would get a hand wave from other walkers, but with a puppy beside me, conversations begin and names are exchanged. With Tucker in residence, I have a place to channel my love on a day-to-day basis, and I've begun to accept a constant state of disarray in my home as a sign that it's being used and lived in, and not just as a show place. Not that my house was ever really a show place, true confessions. These days I snag some minutes to paint while Tucker naps, mostly in the morning and then late in the evening. And I've not produced a masterpiece in those minutes yet. This painting that I'm doing here of this American goldfinch is good practice, but it's by no means a masterpiece. And then I am still thinking about, what is a masterpiece anyway? And is it worth the trade-off? Not to have a puppy so I can paint and try to have this masterpiece? No puppy, no face licks, no meeting all kinds of nice people, no unconditional love. Oh my goodness, I can't fathom it. But still, that masterpiece question lingers. Will I ever produce a masterpiece? And what is a masterpiece anyway? And who decides? So those questions are just going to have to wait for another day, because I've got a puppy named Tucker who needs me to throw the ball for him.